In this video, we are going to find the factorial of a number. And you know that the factorial of the number 5 is 125. And you know how to calculate this value also. Now we are going to check how to compute this value by the method of recursion in Python. And recursion is calling the function multiple times by varying the input value. So in the screen you can see 4 sections. The leftmost is the high-level Python code, followed by the code segment which containing assembly language of the Python code, followed by we have 2 temporary storage, data segment and a stack segment. Data segment is used to store data for longer time, whereas stack is used to store data for shorter span. Especially local variable and function call data are stored in the stack. To start executing this program, click the Start button under the code segment. In order to proceed further, you can click this Forward button. And since the execution of line happened, it creates 2 memory under the data segment, namely n and fact. N is used to store the input value and fact is used to store the initial factorial value. These values will get updated during the execution. If you watch closely, you can see that the values are changing during the program execution and data will move to the registers inside the CPU to do the calculation. So now it prompts to enter some input value. Here I am entering a simple number 3 and click on the submit button. Then line number 3 will get executed. As a result, the corresponding action you can see in the data segment. And the 4th line is a function execution. As a result, a new segment is created in the stack memory. And after that, all the data related to that function will stored in the stack only. So various variables are created in the stack segments and values are copied from our program to the stack. So these values are moved into the CPU registers for the calculation purpose. And the values are compared and this result is showing in the bottom part. Since the input number is not 1, it is 3, not 1, the result is false. As a result, program control will go to a new section named L1. So code in the L1 will get executed and the operations are happened in the CPU registers and data are moved between CPU registers and the stack segment. So new function call happened. So new memory in the stack get created. So all of the operations are very clear. The data movement is also clear. Again, now input is 2 only. So 2 is not equal to 1. So again, the factorial function will called. So now the multiplication operation is happening. New function called is executed and the values are stored. So now input and is 1. So the condition became true. So now we can roll back. So values are moving between your stack segment and the CPU registers and calculation is happening. Results are forwarded back to the previous function call. The pop operation removing one element from the stack You have to wait a little bit more to see the output. So this is a looping statement basically. So this function factor has to be called at least 3 times to get the answer. So it has to move 3 times forward and 3 times backward to get the result. Finally the condition became true. So now it started to calculate the final value. So now you can see that the answer is almost calculated. And for display purpose, we are printing the factorial is 6. So initially our fact containing 1. Now the fact variable is containing the final answer. So now close the button. So that's all in this video. Thank you.